Alright guys and gals, we're back with the second part of the Medieval Horse Knight Castle by LEGO Creator. This is set number 31168, contains 1,371 pieces, retails for $129.99. The set's provided by the LEGO Group for the review. Thank you, LEGO. And yeah, that's what we're working on, and this is what we have done so far. Let me get the camera tilted up here. I'm trying not to knock things around. Oh, I'll just bring it closer here. And yeah, it does fold up, and yeah, so far we have determined that it can be built up to 2 people so far because it attaches here, but I'm not liking how this is. So yeah, this could have been thought out a bit better, but you can put the pieces together. And for something like this, looks like this is meant to attach something here and to something here, so you could probably do this if you wanted to and say you have a castle that's done. The drawbridge does work, but honestly this joint here is just kind of flimsy. So the build quality on this, I'd say, is more average for a creator set than anything. Reminds me of the Haunted Mansion, where it kind of folds up on itself and all sorts of stuff. Well, in this build installment today we're going to be working on bags 3 and 4. And I think that's a pretty good place to start. There's 11 bags, so that's not too bad. No stickers. And I'm pretty pleased with the build. It's keeping my interest. And yeah, this one here, the last one I did was on July 8th. I forgot to mention the day. Or August 8th. This is the same day. So this is August 8th, 2025. And now we're going to begin. Let's build it with bag 3. And I think we're going to be working on the other corner that goes on this side of the castle. Now, one of the things that I just don't really care for this set is just a lot of small parts. We have some medium pieces, some larger stuff like this, but mostly medium. Anytime I see a bag that's full, that's like this size, we're going to be in for a fest of small parts. Okay, so I think we're ready to go there. So the first thing we're going to be putting together will be the knight, another knight with a spear. We found that, and at least it comes with minifigures and stuff. But of course we got to put together the most smallest parts first. Yeah, this is more like a fall set I would put together in the fall. I wouldn't put this one together in the summer. Call me weird. I don't know, I look at a theme and I'm like, oh, this looks more like a fall winter set. Oh, this one, like we did the spring, we did that castle set with the unicorns. That's more like a summer set, so it wasn't too bad. We got the spear here, and we'll take a closer look at that when I get up there. Not too bad. Can't wait to do all my reviews like this eventually. Alright, so he's done. Okay, now we're going to work on the other corner here. It looks like it's almost like the other one that we did. And I'm pretty pleased with the interest of this set. So I'm hoping if you're watching this, you're enjoying the build too. So at least we're building or enjoying the build together. That's always fun. And right now I'm hiding from drama. You know, I don't know, I'm just kind of keeping to myself, which I guess is a bad thing, so I'm just kind of staying back here right now. Some people get angry because you work too many hours, and no, it's not my girlfriend. I don't know, I don't get some people sometimes. I'm like, just leave me alone. Let me build in peace. And yeah. So when my girlfriend's working, I do this, but then somebody else gets mad because I need to get a real hobby that involves sports or something. I'm thinking, well, this is good enough for me. Or it could be worse. I could be surfing, but like a couple 100 miles away from a beach. So I can't just go surfing whenever I want to. But the whole point about this style of build here is to really get into it and to kind of explore, you know, is the build good, all that stuff. So that's the whole intent. Some people ask me, why do you do these videos for? What's the point of building this stuff? You know, I never thought about these would ever be helpful for anybody. I just thought more of just me building a set and just, these are my review notes. But now it's more like people watch these, you know, to see if they're putting the set together right or not. Sometimes I have to troubleshoot. Sometimes we work too fast or we'll accidentally skip a step. That kind of thing. It happens. It always happens. I'm not a professional by any means. Most of you know that. I don't go on YouTube and say I'm a professional Lego reviewer or a professional Lego builder. I don't do that. I can come on here and tell you that I do this for a hobby, and this is the fun part of the job here. And you hear the word job because I have to review this stuff. But this is the fun part, is putting together a set. I mean, I like to do my own stuff, don't get me wrong, but putting this stuff together, though, don't. We can see what's up here. We don't have to, yeah, don't have to really plan the build. But I'm pretty pleased with what we're doing here. I really want to explore this one when it's done. It's really going to be a fun one today. But the last section was fun. This one's fun. That phone's going off again. Yeah, part of the fight was today, you know, it's my day off. I want to lounge around. Okay, I don't want to get up out of bed or anything like that. And it's like I'm getting chewed out of my own house about being lazy, and I'm just like, you know, I do need a break once in a while. But I don't get it. When my girlfriend's off, she just does what I do. I don't know, she'll say one day to go out and do things she wants to do, and then the other day or two she's off. She'll just do absolutely nothing. I don't blame her, you know. It's like, yeah, I don't blame you. I just sit back and not worry about it. Older people were different. You got to constantly work, 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 work. My dad did the same thing. He didn't have time to enjoy retirement. My dad ended up getting cancer and diabetes, and he never got to enjoy his time off. Well, I mean, now he is. He doesn't have to worry about working or being in pain anymore, but I'm like, you know, sometimes I need a break too. And I don't want to just be working non-stop. And it's like, sometimes somebody throws a fit because we don't go out for a dinner when I offer. Well, I have time off, let's do it. And then I hear, oh, no, 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 I don't want to do it, it's too hot. Then don't complain to me then. Because I want their fast food, we ain't getting it. I want this. Right now we're working on this today. So I just kind of stay back here and hide, which I would be doing anyways if nobody else was here. So tonight I'm just going to make me a cold sandwich, and that's it, because it's homemade, and I get to load it down with what I want on there, and I'm done. Okay. But yeah, it's one of those days I just gotta vent, but I think I'm done venting now. So it's like every time I turn around there's like some more drama that I'm just like hiding under. But this time was because I slept in. On my day off, even on my day off, I should start getting up at 3 in the morning. And just get up like I used to back in the day. And crank up the stereo full blast and get my day going. Take an early shower, head off to work. But I have, you know, that kind of thing. And for those, some people have asked me what kind of music I listen to. I listen to 80s, but I also listen to some rap and hip hop, the older stuff, not the new stuff. So that's kind of what I've been listening. That's what I listen to. Okay, I'm looking at this here. I'm kind of confused, but I think it goes like that. Yes, it does, and this fits in the little mouth here. But you know what this castle reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? Those builds from the 80s, those old castle builds. That's what these remind me of. I mean, we had parts like, I don't know if we had these corner pieces, but I know we had certain pieces that we could do this type of stuff. That kind of thing. And get this corner tucked in here, and I will be, well, hold on, hold on, I'll be there in a second. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Where did I leave off? Okay. Alright, so it looks like these sit onto here, but they're even. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Put some 1x6s in there. See, that's what happens when people bother me while I'm working. Putting things together. We got also some, so we got to fill in these little holes too. I forgot to do that. Whoopsie, I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff. If my head wasn't screwed on, I would forget that too. Okay. If I didn't have my head screwed on, I'd forget that part too. You know, I can get sloppy. You know, I can mess up. I'm privileged. I can mess up a few times. I'm not purposely going to do this to mess you up. And you know, I forgot. I bet this goes in that one corner we forgot too. So yeah, it's somebody obviously put me in a bad mood today. So I'm trying to blow it off right now and do this. Do something that at least makes me somewhat happy. And yeah, you won't want to step on those. Pick those up, kids. You don't want to step on those late at night, or your parents. That would be a very big owie thing, and there'd be some bad words. But before we continue, I want to make sure here. Yeah. No, that piece is not supposed to go in yet. So what is that? Maybe they throw extra pieces in here to confuse us. We don't know. Yeah, but some in my family don't like my crude humor, so I keep the humor back here. So like now, I mean, I could sit here and talk about slopity slope bricks, and they would get all mad at me over it. But here I can do it because I can be myself. Don't joke. Don't say this or that. So I'll save the commentary for back here for your guys and gals. So I can jab my fingers on these corners and go owie owie on that. Ooh, these come in that color. Those are good for bedspreads too, so we got to hoard those up too. Okay. Alright, and then now we got to put a torch in here and a barrel. Not a torch in a barrel, but a torch and a barrel. A torch here. Looks like it goes right there. Not too bad. And then the barrel goes here. Or if you want, if your fingers are small enough, it makes a good sewing thimble, except if you put a needle in there. Use it as a sewing thimble. Yeah, I know what a sewing thimble is. I had to mend up some of my own clothes and stuff. And then now it looks like we're doing some water here. I mean, these type of sets, I know they're not like some mainstream, very big popular Lego City build, but except I'm putting this on the wrong color here. But it's still nonetheless... Okay, I gotta use the brick separator. It's still nonetheless a fun build. I mean, you know, you don't have to have the most expensive Lego sets in your collection to have fun. If you've watched my tutorials, I have fun doing that. It's making my own creations. Lego, we should have put this down when we were doing the base, because, yeah, that's what messed me up here. Okay, now it looks like we're building ourselves a portion of a tree. So we got some foliage in here. It looks like the tree is just, you know, something we're building now. Green studs used to be so rare for me. Now I got a bunch of these. The green, ooh, got some green studs. You know, you could use them for plants too. I use them for the campground stuff. So it's like this goes right here, but I think that's left like that. It doesn't show the back side. If you have the 3D app, it'll probably tell you. And it looks like this goes right here. And then we have this that goes here. Well, if I can get it in there. It's like my hands are just slippery today. It's Butterfinger day. No, I don't like Butterfinger. I used to, but not anymore. The candy bar. And then you put this right here. Not too bad. I mean, we're getting somewhere. The tree's growing. Okay, so make sure I don't mess up this time. I've been messing up a lot, huh? I mean, it's okay to mess up. We're not gluing this together. And that goes like that. Okay. And then this goes on the top. Sandwich that together. And this goes right onto that, so we're going to lock that together. Looks like that wraps up the tree there. And that's what we have remaining there for bag 3. And then now we need to get these acquainted. Oh, we've got that too. Whoopsie. Put that in there. Alright, so now we got to get these acquainted with each other. And this one goes on the other side, which is right here. And yeah, this thing kind of feels kind of flimsy. I think they could have just incorporated these into hinges more than just have a separate hinge. But you know what? There could be something that attaches to here and we can lock these together. We don't know. But now it looks like this closes up like that. So, I mean, this is exceptional for a castle. So it reminds me of the Lion Knight's castle. Except this one here is obviously smaller. And yeah, it's just, it's built a little flimsy, but see, they even show you here to close it. We don't know, now we can close it because they gave us permission to do it. We got to ask the manual if we can lock it. And yeah, it's hollow on the bottom. I'll bring it up and show you. Look at that. I mean, you're going to have to put this on a base plate, but I'm sure it'll fit on a 32 by 32 stud base plate if you're careful. Step aside there. We don't need you because you're in a different shot. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up this installment with bag 4. And bag 4 is, I think we discussed this in the last thing, we're doing horses. Okay. Before we can finish building the castle, we gotta breed the horses now. So yeah, but it's nice to share these ideas with you guys and gals, share my experiences on building sets, the rants that go with them, all that stuff. And while I'm unpacking this, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for being contributors. That's a very big help indeed. That goes for funding for building guides and building tutorials and stuff. Not for sets, so that doesn't go for that. That only goes for building tutorials. Things that I can share with you from my mind. I want to thank my Patreon supporters, because that's the same thing, as well as Redrickable customers. That always helps. And I want to thank everyone for taking the time to comment, subscribe, liking the video, and voicing your opinions and stuff. So we have 2 capes in here. Ooh, these are soft fabric too. These are nice. Okay, well, we don't need that now. So it looks like we're putting together the capes. So we're going to start doing the minifigures. But I'm always appreciative when you comment or send a donation. Everything helps. Okay. So, yeah. Well, let's put this side as the outside here. You know, there's really no easy way of putting these on here except for one thing. Here's a hint. Make sure you have the head prepared, and yeah. Get that head on there really fast. And he wants to play games now. We're not ready to fight yet. We're ready to put the capes on. Okay. Kind of get that knot out of the back there. There we go. It's best I can get it. Oh, he's two-sided. So that's when he looks like when he wins. That's what he looks like when he's serious. Okay. And then it's got a crown. Maybe he's the king. But he's got a sword. I don't know. Well, he's got a sword and a shield. So we're not even done with this guy yet. And let me go get that. So we'll be here for about 5 hours doing minifigures. Now, if I did that kind of joking around with my bunch, they would be screaming all over me about it. So I just don't. Some people ask me, you know, I'm always back here. Why do I hang out back here? It's just to hide from that. So here I can be myself. Well, is that for Slytherin? From Harry Potter and the Slytherin house? So we got another minifigure head here. That's not the one we want. Well, you know, it's going to be a while before we'll get to all this because I'm looking for the shield that goes to this guy. And we'll get there eventually. I found a helmet, a knight's helmet. So it looks like bag 4 is just accessories at this point. I'll index it accordingly. So right now I'm focusing on I want to put the sword on or the shield correctly. Yeah, I could spend probably an hour on one minifigure because it's not like it's just a poly bag where I can just grab the parts out. And there's he is right there. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. He's ready for battle. And no, I don't think we're done yet. So let's see here. No, we start the horse right away. We don't even start the other minifigure. So we'll just set these off to the side here. So if we find any more, that'll be fine. So we're doing so that's the blue knight, and we're doing the blue horse. Now, they don't come with pre-built horses. So you're going to have to build these all yourself. So this is a good inspiration. If you just can't get a hold of an animal figure or something, you can come up with your own. I mean, I don't know how bad these are going to look, but we'll find out. But I think, what am I doing with that? All these light parts, at least. But is it keeping my interest? It's still keeping my interest. I kind of wish it came with real horses. Not real horses, but came with horses at least. At least. You know, well, we found the legs for this guy. So at least now we are doing this here. Whoa! It's trying to hop out of my hand like a jackrabbit. Okay, and this goes here. So you can tell we're going to be skinning this baby here. Put that over there. So we got all the stuff, I believe, for the knight. Well, here we got the sword. I mean, we could put him together, but I'm going to follow the order of the book this time. Now, I'm not sure if both horses are the same, so I'm going to do one at a time here. Obviously, it's the blue one. At least this bag's got... Well, we don't need that one right now. At least this bag here's got a little bit more color. And then this one goes like that. With a hole in there. Maybe that's where the loot is at, or the extra armor. We don't know. Have no clue. Yeah, my girlfriend should be getting off of work in the next hour. So I'm hoping to get this done by then so her and I can hang out. That's always a fun thing. And get away from here for a bit. It's not that I don't want to do any more Lego stuff. Sometimes I gotta have a break from other problems. Right. You know, so that's why I'm kind of like, okay, I got to get this done. I don't think I have any of those in blue. That's kind of a I mean, it's a very basic color, but I don't really have a lot of... Looks like a little snowmobile. I'm looking for a plate with bow. Watch, I put the wood grain counter in here. Next thing you know, I'm all messing with brown parts. That would be the ouchie thing. All right. So this goes, this hole's in the back. This goes, I believe, right there. You notice I'm not pushing it down until I can confirm, because I don't want to have to take that apart. I've already embarrassed myself too much doing this. Okay, we don't put that on there yet. You know, I bet it sits like this and the minifigures drop in that hole. I bet that's what it is, because why do we have these down here? So I will guarantee you. But I want to see how these turn out, though. I'm not a big fan of these, but yeah, they might turn out to be really good. Okay, so it looks like the head might go there. Yeah, so we're putting these in here next. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start, like these are backwards, so I'm assuming they go on this back side here. So I'm going to start putting them on there now. Okay. Start piecing things together here and just getting it done. Yeah, but if you ever need to hide from drama or just take a break from family, this is the hobby to do it. Unless they hate this. Mine is, like I said, the girlfriend doesn't mind too much, but everybody else thinks this is kind of silly of me doing this after a while. And I'm like, you know, I could be like some of my friends right now, out smoking weed, hitting the waves. It wouldn't bother me, except I feel like I'm not doing anything constructive. At least this I can do. Oh, okay. Those tiles are really nice. I got to get more of those. Alright, so we got this, and then we start the other side. So you flip it over, you do this side here, that's what we're doing. And now we got to make some legs. Now, the legs are just these with these. And then the slopes that are like this. I'll bring one up and show it to you. Well, I'm trying to get it centered up. What's going on here? Is it just... These are going to be a turd. Like, it's just not straight enough. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. So that's the leg that you got to build there. You got to make 4 of those, just like that. Let's make sure. Or did I mess that up? I did. No, I didn't. It's like this. This is how the book shows it. So you got to do 4 of those. Okay, well that's not going to be fun. That's not going to be entertaining. We'll just do that. So now I got to make 4 of those. I'm going to start pulling these out because I'm getting confused. That kind of thing. See, I thought the horses would be quick. They're not. They're not quick. And I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, back on the legs again. So I'm just starting to pull things out. If they all use the same color legs, but they don't. But they're the same thing. Now, if you want, you could just jump ahead. So right now, like you got black ones of these go to the other horse. Why did Lego mix up the horse parts? I don't know, because it just makes the build kind of, I don't know, I just don't like the way this thing is packed now. It's just, I'm mostly hunting for really small parts. When you get to bag 4, you are going to be here for a very long time. you're going to be putting together a lot of these. So if you're not a fan of small parts, I don't blame you. But you're going to be here for a while. And I'm finding stuff for the black horse, but not for the gray one. So I'm trying to find, because I got to make 4 of them. I haven't even found all 4 parts yet. I found the dark gray ones. Or wait a minute, duh, I need the dark gray. That's why I couldn't find it. I was looking for light gray. Okay, let me put it like this, because this is the way I'm holding it. So yeah, if you're taking care of your parents, and Lego's a good thing to kind of get your mind off of the drama and stuff. But I just kind of hang out back here and stay away from, wait until my girlfriend gets home. And I got that one on backwards. Yeah, these are not you got to watch out. Watch where you're putting these, because you can get confused real easily. And then now they go on to the back like this. So I'm assuming that goes how they are on there. Yeah, these are not I mean, I could see why they're doing this, because these, unlike the regular horses, the legs on these move independently. Okay, so that's it right there. Okay, that's what yours should look like. Okay. And then now we got to put together the head, which looks hideous, but we'll get to that here in a bit. Yeah, this bag here is going to take a good chunk of time, because we're going to do this twice. And I'm not going to split the video up into multiple build installments for the horse. This may be an hour-long video. We don't know. Bag 3 went pretty quick. Bag 4 is just going to be very slow. So if you're looking for a very fast, but this one's just small parts. If you have arthritis in your hands, yeah, I feel your pain. Okay, then we need a plate. I mean, we're talking about piecing this thing together. That's exactly what we're doing here. And where it looks like that. And now we set that off to the side so we can lose it. And now we come in here and do it like this. So this, with this tile here, it goes like that. I don't see it. This part goes on the top. Okay, I see the head now. With one eye. Yeah, Lego, I mean, it's more like a llama from Minecraft than it does a horse. And no, we're not even done yet. We got to put flags on it now. I kid you not, we got to do this twice. We got to do it twice. That's the problem. And this goes down here. This flag goes here. Okay, I'm going to go OCD. It goes there. I mean, it feels strong. It's just, it's goofy looking. And then you set the knight. He sits in here. This is what they were talking about. He sits right inside. You don't have to fight him to set him in there. He just sits. You don't have to take any parts out. If Lego did that with their regular horses, I'd like that a lot better, and you can fill it in with something. You know, and have a hole at the bottom of the horse, and you just pop out the brick if need be. I think they should do that. That'd be kind of a cool idea. So, yeah, it looks like a llama. That's all I got to say is this looks kind of goofy. Okay, now we're moving on to the second knight. This is the black knight here, so we got to get all his parts. We already got his parts sorted, so we don't have to find all his stuff. It's already here. And yeah, you know what I'm craving for right now is barbecue. I may do just that. After I get done filming, it's like 3-something in the afternoon, so I hate when the capes do this, so what do? Let's be smart. Let's get the head on there first. We want the serious look. We don't want him looking like he won the battle. Okay. The bag 4 is just kind of, it's kind of meh. Okay, I need a feather. Okay. And then he gets the sword and the shield. This guy's obviously a lefty. Man, where's the Slytherin shield? This one's actually got a handle. This guy's got a better shield. Sometimes putting these accessories on, it just feels like it's a hit or miss with me. There we go. And that is the other knight. Okay. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Alright, now we got to build the other horse. So at least now we don't have to hunt through all the parts. So what I'm going to do is start sorting things out by color until I find the right parts. There's a lot of black parts in here. Maybe we'll just start separating things by... oh, we got a slick back. Huh. No pompadour? This guy deserves a pompadour. Broccoli hair. No, we didn't give him any of that stuff. What's the hair for anyways? Oh yeah, it shows that you could put his hair on. Well, we got to make it safe. First, I'm trying to find that inverted piece. Oh, there it is. So now we have experience in building the first horse. This one should not be too bad. Like I said, I could have built mirrors of this or just clones just in different colors. But sometimes they may not have a piece and you got to substitute for something else. And I would not know this at all. So I have no clue until I get to it. But so far it looks like it's almost like the other horse in a way. Except I'm not focused here, am I? Whoopsie, I made a boo-boo. We got to fix that right up, patch it up real good. And then putting parts on wrong, Jay, messing up, yep. But once I get this done, I'm going to make a dinner, and if they don't want it, then that's on them. Just something real quick. Let's see if my girlfriend wants something. But yeah, just trying to get these sets done. It's like I was trying to tell my mom I'm on a deadline right now. I got to get this stuff done. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, I do. But then again, it started some fights. I'm just like, listen, this is a hobby of mine. Let me enjoy it. You need to take some time off. Okay, sure. What am I going to do? I'll just sit back and relax and watch TV. Well, it's not really fun for me, and I don't want to watch TV all day. I'd rather do this because this I can explore my mind. Well, I can. I'm doing a building guide right now, but yeah. Speaking of that, I got to write up a building guide this weekend. I did make an announcement. I'm saying that I now on every month I'm going to talk about the tutorials to look forward to. Like this month we're in August. It's Day by the Lake. It's things you'd see if you're lounging by the lake, you know. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we're doing, is lounging by the lake. So if you're watching this and you're wondering about my tutorials, everything on my channel has a certain theme. Like this is summer month, so everything is summer related until September, and then I put some just general builds. October is usually Halloween, so I try to do stuff that's more autumn and Halloween related. And then I come in and do the fun stuff. So this is the front. Okay, this goes right here. Yeah, the other night, excuse me, I couldn't hold it. I was watching Tremors on TV, or on the YouTube has it as a free movie, and I was watching it with Kevin Bacon, and that's still a fun movie to watch even to its day. You never know what's out in the desert, but we don't have anything that exciting out here. Good luck trying to break through that 2-foot slab in my house, that concrete. What do they call them? Graboids? Whoops. So, I mean, it's a fun little movie to watch. Watching a movie in of a desert. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Did I get them all in there? No, I'm missing a yellow one. Okay, I got them in this time. And then we put the sides on that. We put those on there. And then now we got to go back and do the legs again. You know, this one's not going too... This one's going faster. You know why? Because we finally got done with all the boring stuff. So, at least the building guide gives you a 1-to-1 right here on the legs, so you could just line them up and put them on there too. That's why you notice they do that. It doesn't say 1-to-1, but I put it on the page. It's pretty close. So if you're stuck, just line it up with your building guide. And then let's start making these real quick here. So I don't know how long this video clip is going to be today, but I can tell you right now this is a very long one. So sometimes I don't know how long these installments are going to be. I try to keep them about an hour, but sometimes they go so long, it's like, oh, okay, looks like I'm going to be building all day long here. Now, I have a friend that likes doing sets, so this would be something very fun for him. And for me, you know, like I said, I got that camper. I started working a little bit on it, started, well, pulling parts. So I got a game plan. I just got to figure out how to do the kitchen cabinets, because I got a special way I want to do these. You've been watching my camper tutorials. You know how I like to make them as exact as the real thing as possible. So this one here is going to be pretty darn close. Okay. Okay, after we get the legs done, now we got to put the legs in. And they're just like the other ones that go like that. The most ugliest thing I've ever seen, but what can I say? At least these legs, like I say, move individually. Okay. Well, it looks like we're missing something there, huh? We'll get to that right now, which is the head. Well, now we know what parts we need. There's not a whole lot left, so this we could survive this. We already know this goes on the back. Right here. Yeah, these are kind of... I mean, they're robust, but I just wish they would have gave us some regular horses. So when I do the tour on this set, here's what I'm planning on doing. The tour is going to just be... they're going to be one just the minifigures. I'm sure everybody likes looking at those. In addition to the minifigures, will be the horses. We'll take a look at those and give a demonstration on it. Then the castle will have a 360 spin, and then we'll have a close-up tour of the castle, and then of course the review. And the order I film is after I'm building this will be review first, and I work my way back. Hey, at least I get to share my workflow with you. Some people don't know how I do the workflow on these. Okay. And then the head goes on here. Too small to pound the nails in. Well, oh, you know what I did? the head's supposed to go there. Whoopsie. Error. Made a boo-boo. Gotta fix that. Uh-oh. There we go. Now this thing's just silly. At least it sits flat. So that's what your horse is supposed to look like there. Okay. I gotta watch my memory card. You know why? Got 5 minutes left. This thing had 50 minutes, so we're pretty much there. Got 5 minutes. I gotta get through this now really quick because I still gotta do summation of thoughts and stuff and setting up for the thumb. So honestly though, if you're looking for something family, a group build, here you go. So far, 4 people can build this. So the wig is, you could swap it out, but I'm going to put it with the extra parts. Or I could just toss it in the horse. But that's what we have remaining there for bag 4. And yeah, not too bad at all. We'll take that out and set it over here. Okay, summation of thoughts. And yeah, this is not a bad one so far. It's still keeping my interest. I just don't like the brick animals. And the next section might be one whole bag, or it could just be, I'm hoping it's a group build. So far, it looks like to me 4 people can build this so far. It's really good, really good. And let's kind of set this up here. I'm going to open this up to make it bigger. And it's a little stiff opening this up here. And if you look, it's big. It looks good. It looks really good. What I'm going to do is just put the knights inside the horses real quick, so I can have less to worry about here. Let's put this flag this way. Well, that came off. They don't give you, they should have done is they should have got those 1x2 plates with the 2 holes and made a holster for those. Would be a bit better. But there you go. And if you're looking for a family build, here you go. I wish my family was into this, but sadly they're not. It would have been a good little collaboration project. But honestly, if you're looking for something to do with the kids, or for yourself, or your partner, I mean, here you go. I mean, it's got a little working drawbridge and all that stuff. So far, that's what we've done, and I'm pretty pleased with it. But tell me what you think so far.